guys, it's Steve, Lakeside Forge. This is the Blacksmith update. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to it sooner than now. We've been extremely busy. I've had some new tools that I had to go get. Some stuff came up. I've had to go to places and stuff like that. Swimming season's coming up, so sorry about that. But we will be on schedule after this. Well, we're already off schedule. But, you know, I'll try to keep them up. If I don't get them up once a month, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get them up maybe once a month, between a week and a month. But other than that, we'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead and just jump right into our websites here. The first one is www.anvils.co.uk. No capitals at all. They got some great stuff there. They've got some cheaper anvils for people who live out in Europe, and for some Americans actually. You can order them and they'll ship them across the ocean for us for a little bit more, but they still got some pretty good prices over there. You might want to check them out. If you haven't heard of this before, iforgeiron.com, they got some great stuff there too. It's more or less a big old blog kind of thing. They got chats, you can put pictures, you can do anything like that. And then www.americanbladesmith.com. For the beginner bladesmith, they got some great stuff there. I'm also going to add some steel companies up in Chicago and around the Pennsylvania area, and we'll do that kind of thing right there and talk about that. So for the shout out, we have the first one is Tony WP80376, and then you probably heard of him before, Kidsmith10, and Dewey Bowling. Good guy, does some great railroad spike knives, great stuff. Alright, well, time to move on to the shop tip. Alright, so we're back with the shop tip. Today we're just going to do a simple shop tip, just something that might be handy to do. If you're ever doing a demonstration, maybe for your local blacksmith association, going to a blacksmith's house or something like that, and you bring any of your tools, let's say that you need a fuller and they don't have one, which they probably should, but let's say they don't, and their hardy size is smaller than yours, you're screwed. So, shop tip. Get some scrap 3/8 plate, simple, and bend it down so you have two angles. So it'll be like a little table if you set it down on the ground, like a little table. And then you cut the hardy size of your hardy in there, and you stick that in the post vise. Now you might say, now Steve, why do you make that little hardy pattern when you could just stick the hardy in the vise? Well, when you stick the hardy in the vise, it can move back and forth this way where the jaws aren't. So if you have the shaft of the hardy into the hole, it fits snugly, so it's not going to go forward or sideways. So that's today's shop tip. Alright, so here we are, and we're going to go on to some of the new books I've gotten and since last time. So here we have the Blacksmith's Craft. Great book here. They got some projects. They got the circular pot rack, ornamental hinges. They got some door latches, nails and hooks, fireplace pokers and tongs, andirons, and some tools. So they got some great stuff in this book here. They go over tempering really well. It's good for the beginner, for tempering colors, and then heat colors. They go through that. The specifics of the heat colors and what they are good for and why would you heat something up to that temperature. So this is the first book, The Blacksmith's Craft. Pretty good book. Cost me a little bit more than I wanted to, but pretty good book. Alright, the next one is Blacksmithing Projects. It's one of the first books of just total projects. Great book by Percy W. Blandford. Let's see here. The part I really like in here is they give you some really good ideas. Here, with the fire pokers. They give you some neat little handle ideas right in here. And then, like, some heads and stuff like that. It gives you some neat little things. Here's some more handles right here. So, that is a pretty good book. Yeah, great stuff. So, that's it for our books here. We're going to go on to some new tools. And then we'll go on to our project of the day. Alright, so we're back with our new tools today. First new tool, brand new anvil. Well, not brand new, but used, brand new. Peterite, 100 pounds. Let's, sounds pretty good. Let's see here. Good rebound. Pretty good. Totally, this one is wrought iron here, and you can see where they welded the top plate on right in there. That's what made the Peterite anvils the less expensive, because they would use the wrought iron down here, the stuff that they didn't use so much, and then up here they would use a welded high-temper steel plate. Alrighty. Now, just some things I'm going to do with this anvil here. I got a piece of old railroad track, and I just slit about an inch. Since it doesn't have very good edges, I got some edges on this here. I was going to turn it into a fuller, but this will make great edges here. So that's going to be my edge. And then I'm going to turn this here into a stake anvil. Round off one end, fix up the other end. It'll be a cool little stake anvil. Draw this out. Just stick it right in there, and I have a stake anvil. Either stick in the log or have in my hardy and do that. And by the way, I got a great deal on this anvil. I got it for $125. And the guy there was saying, if you ever get those Peter anvils, you better keep them. And turned out that this was a Peter anvil, so I'm in good shape. Alright, some more new tools over here. I got a 4-inch post vise that I got from the Adana conference for, I got this for $75. And the funny thing is after the Adana conference, a guy had a 4-inch post vise for $60. It wasn't in that good of condition, but I had to get a spring, to clean it up, grease it, lube it, clean it out. Looks pretty good now. Works great. So, yeah, that's some new tools that we got going on for today.